So, again, I want to thank you all for coming out. And, again, my name is Mark Lehman. I'm calling in from my home office in Scottsdale, Arizona. And if I didn't get the chance to personally welcome you on the call, I'd like to take that moment now. And good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be calling in from, and welcome to our live presentation call. Now, this call will be a fast-paced call with lots of information, so get yourself in a nice quiet spot, give yourself undivided attention for the next 30 minutes or so, and also please make sure you have a pen and paper to take some notes and write down any questions that may come to mind. So with that being said, without further ado, it's my pleasure and privilege to introduce our main host for the call this evening, and that would be Dave McKenzie, affectionately called Big Wave Dave, calling in from Maui, Hawaii. Now, this individual has been a leader in our industry for over 20 years. He's been a top performer in multiple businesses, has coached and trained thousands of people all around the world on how to successfully operate their business from home. He's actively demonstrating that lifestyle by, as I mentioned earlier, operating his business right from the tropical paradise of Maui, Hawaii. Dave, it's an absolute pleasure to have you with us this evening. The call is in presentation mode, and it is all yours, my friend.
Hey, all right. Well, thank you, Mark, for getting this call started and riding shotgun here with me today. And for all the guests that have not met Mark, he's actually a former member of the U.S. ski team, which speaks volumes for his ability to perform at the highest levels, and he's definitely doing that here as a leader with Global Bank Academy. He's a fantastic mentor to a large and growing team, is really a peak performer in all aspects of our business. So, again, thank you, Mark, for the outstanding job you're doing for our entire community.
Hey, Dave, you are welcome, or I guess I should say mahalo. It's my absolute pleasure to share this call with you.
All right, well, let's go today. We have lots to cover. Let me begin by giving you a quick snapshot of what we're going to cover on today's call. We're going to show you a simple and predictable business system that can be operated from the comfort of your home on a part-time basis that will give you the opportunity to develop an executive-level income and also give you the time freedom and flexibility to create that lifestyle that you've always dreamed about. Now, I'm going to cover a little bit about our company, Global Bank Academy, which I'll refer to simply as Bank, its history, and then where we're headed. You'll also learn about the revolutionary products that Bank offers, the unlimited market for these products, and why the timing is absolutely perfect right now in today's marketplace. Additionally, we will touch on the streamlined systems that we use to efficiently and effectively bring these products to consumers all around the world. And then last, I'll show you the income opportunity that's available here with Bank and how you can achieve a substantial income on a part-time basis and what the simple steps are to accomplish that and take it to the bank. All right, so let's start with a little about Global Bank Academy's background. Bank is a 3-year-old debt-free corporation based in Scottsdale, Arizona. And Bank was founded by and is the genius creation of Sherry Tree. That's our CEO. And Sherry's been traveling the world teaching the bank sales training system for years now. Has actually shared the stage with many of today's leading business gurus, people like Robert Kiyosaki, best-selling author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Sir Richard Branson, that's the billionaire and Virgin Empire business mogul, Les Brown, world-renowned motivational speaker and business coach, and many others as well. Sherry has also surrounded herself with an absolutely brilliant management team of Fortune 100 executives that share her vision of changing the way that business and interpersonal communication is done. Now, with all the success and the accolades that Sherry has received, the one I find most impressive is that Sherry was actually invited to lecture at Harvard University. And how that came about is actually pretty cool. She was training on her system at a large convention, and one of the attendees just happened to be a professor at Harvard. And after the training was over, the professor approached her about speaking at Harvard to the students. And, Sherry was a little blown away thinking, wow, I can't even get into Harvard. Why do you want me to speak there? And the professor replied that what we attempt to do at Harvard is to take complex ideas and then simplify them so they're easy to learn and use. And that's exactly what you've done, Sherry, with your bank system. Which reminds me of the Einstein quote, any fool can make things complicated, but it takes a genius to make things simple. Well, of course, she accepted the invitation, and the faculty was so impressed with her teaching and training that they invited her back to become a part of the ongoing curriculum at Harvard Business School. Additionally, she's been also invited to speak at Cal Berkeley, and I think most of you know these are two of the most highly respected institutions of higher learning in the world, so talk about credibility. Now, you may be wondering what the name Global Bank Academy represents. Well, first is global. We've been doing business for the last 3 years on a global scale with customers in 28 countries and growing. Next is the word academy. You see, we're an educational company teaching entrepreneurs, small business owners, and business professionals like financial advisors, chiropractors, and accountants, as well as corporate executives, sales professionals, and network marketers, a revolutionary communication technology that I like to refer to as the new science of selling. And then the last word is bank. Bank is an acronym. B is for blueprint. That represents the people that are basically in the box. They're formal, organized, and structured. A stands for action. Those are people that are kind of out of the box and make things happen. N is for nurturing people that, they're the ones that recycle the box. They value relationships and contribution. And then K is for knowledge. Those are the guys that invented the box, intelligent and analytical. Now, these represent the 4 personality types, and each of these types has its own unique way of interacting with other people. Now, many of you may be thinking, hey, I've heard of that before. Well, that's not surprising because the scientific concept that all people fall into 4 basic personality types was first observed in the 4th century BC by Hippocrates. That's the father of modern medicine. And since then, this theory has been studied extensively and resulting in millions of modern-day people taking some form of personality assessment. In fact, I'm sure many of you listening today have probably taken one yourself. But there is a key distinction. All these various assessment models are geared to uncover your personality type, to reveal what makes you tick, what your strengths and weaknesses are, and how you can improve your performance. Now, that definitely has value in your own personal and professional life, but the genius part of the bank system is that it's the only system that not only provides you with your personality type information, just like all the others, but much more importantly, it allows you to identify your customer's personality type in 90 seconds or less. Think about that for a moment. Sure, it's important to know yourself, but in the world of business as well as in your own personal life, it's far more useful to know about the person that you're communicating with, what makes them tick, what their values are, what their likes and dislikes, and what makes them motivated to buy. The quality of your business or your career and really your personal life is directly tied to the quality of the relationships that you develop. Now, the bank system is the most powerful and revolutionary sales and communication technology in the world today and is really unlike anything you've seen before. According to Les Brown, and I quote, "Bank is a game changer for every entrepreneur and sales professional. This system will strengthen your sales confidence, expand your selling skills, and dramatically increase your income." Now, in fact, this new science of selling has been proven to increase sales and influence by up to 300% without increasing marketing and advertising costs. It also accelerates customer retention and profitability. So ask any business owner what his top objectives are, and you'll most likely get the answer: more customers, more sales, and more repeat business. This is exactly what Bank was designed to do: improve your sales. Now, Robert Kiyosaki has underlined the importance of selling by stating, "Sales ability is the #1 business skill." He even goes so far as to say that if you don't want to get good at selling, don't go into business. That's pretty strong. Now, another amazing success trainer and coach, Tony Robbins, coined the phrase, "Let your prospects determine your presentation." You see, we all communicate from our own point of view based on our dominant personality type. And because there are 4 different personality types, it really makes total sense that you should have 4 different presentations or communication styles that are unique to each. Most companies make the business mistake of delivering their message or presentation from only one point of view and not catering to the other 3 points of view or 75% of their audience. Now, this results in lost business, lost revenue, and then lost opportunity. The bank system was developed as a revolutionary new technology that allows you to quickly determine anyone's dominant communication style, basically crack their code in 90 seconds or less, giving you the advantage of delivering the right message 100% of the time instead of only 25% of the time. Folks, this is huge. This allows you to know in advance how each personality type will respond to your marketing messages, your sales presentations, and what their buying motivations are. We have this down to a science, and if you apply this to your practice, your firm, your sales organization, you can expect to see a dramatic increase in business. Now, Global Bank Academy has created one of the most remarkable and expansive product lines the industry has ever seen, beginning with our very powerful Bank Pass technology. This allows you to have unlimited access to code your prospects in 90 seconds or less anywhere in the world. You'll instantly receive a detailed report on their personality code, how to interact, how to communicate, and how to close that customer. Next is the Bank Pro 7-Hour Home Audio Course, taught by Bank System author and creator Sherry Tree. Now, this amazing program comes with a workbook, bonus video material, a full individualized assessment package, and the powerful ATM report. After completing this course, you will become a communication and sales master. Bank also conducts live training workshops and advanced training conferences for those wanting to take their knowledge and expertise to the next level. And these include the 2-day Codebreaker Summit, the 4-day MBA conference, and the 6-day PhD conference. And these all feature best-in-class trainers and coaches. All bank events include tickets for 2 people, so business partners or spouses may attend. And as a bonus, you can re-audit these courses anytime in the future for just a nominal processing fee. All right, well, that briefly covers our products. Next, what I want to discuss is the simple systems that we use to bring these incredible products to the global marketplace. Bank has developed a cutting-edge system that includes a simple 3-step process that really anyone can master in just a matter of hours. The first step is to simply invite people to play the game. Everyone loves a game, right? And it's fun, quick. It has great value for the person playing, and the best part is it's absolutely free. Each player will receive their own personality assessment report detailing what makes them tick, their strengths, possible challenges, and then they get suggestions for areas of personal and professional development. In fact, many personality assessments of this nature sell in the open market for upwards of $50, and again, we're giving this away for free by just simply playing the game. And also, the players are free to share this game with friends and family to learn the personality codes of those they care about and spend time with. Now, the second step is to invite the players to attend a live or recorded overview, just like the one you're on right now, to learn more about our products, the income opportunity, or possibly both. Now, this is available 24/7 and eliminates the need for you to do any presenting or go out and attend any meetings. The third step is just to follow up and direct them to a person that will answer any remaining questions and then help them to get started, which, by the way, is only about a $15 decision. It's really no big deal. And all of this can be done in just a matter of minutes from the comfort of your home on a schedule that you choose. Now, when you get started with Bank, you'll be in business for yourself, but not by yourself, because you'll have a mentor, a business partner, if you will, that has a vested interest in your success, that will coach, train, support you along the way. And this person will also help you get started with a personalized business plan that fits your time and resources budget. You'll have immediate access to ongoing live training calls hosted daily by bank system experts that will bring you up to speed quickly and answer any questions that may come up along the way. Our systems are based on teamwork and a culture of community support. You're going to learn to develop the mindset and the skill set that all successful entrepreneurs have that will take you to the bank. Now, let's get into what I'm sure many of you are here to learn about, and that's the income opportunity that's on the table here with Bank. You'll have the opportunity to generate 3 different income streams with Bank's compensation plan: immediate income from your personal sales, passive income from your repeat business from your existing customers as they upgrade their purchases to include additional products, and from pass-up referrals, and then finally residual income from ongoing monthly fees. Now, when you put these 3 income streams together, you have a system that will pay you now, pay you later, and then pay you over and over and over. And here's how that works. The first step is just to become an IBO. That's an independent business owner. You do that by filling out an online application and paying the IBO fee of $15.95. Now, this will give you instant access to 2 customized websites that you'll use to manage your business, enroll new associates, place new customer orders, track your sales activity of your organization, and communicate with customer support. Basically, everything you need to conduct business successfully for about the cost of an average lunch. It's really a tremendous value. The second step is to activate your business, and there are 2 options available to you. The first option, there's no product purchase required. However, you must refer 1 customer at each product level to become activated for that product and then eligible to earn commissions. The second option is to purchase 1 or all of the products for your own benefit, which is the path virtually all new IBOs choose, and for 2 very good reasons. Number 1, you get immediate access to our revolutionary Bank Pass technology. And you also get access to the bank sales training system that I believe are, truly essential to you growing your business. And then number 2, you begin making money right away on your very first sale. And then the third step is to qualify your business, and here's how that goes. Once you're activated, you'll earn a commission on your first, your third, and 5th sales, and then you'll refer or pass up your 2nd, 4th, and 6th sales to become fully qualified. This is a lifetime qualification. Once you're qualified, then you continue to pass up every 6th sale number 12, 18, 24, so on and so forth on into infinity. This is a very important concept to understand because what it does is it creates leverage, and leverage is a very key wealth building concept. And the definition, leverage is simply any technique that multiplies your gains. Now, without leverage, you're just basically trading your time for money, and that's the trap that employees and self-employed entrepreneurs and professionals fall into. If you work, you get paid. If you don't work, well, you don't get paid. And I think Henry Ford hit the nail on the head when he said, I'd rather have 1% of 100 men's efforts than 100% of my own effort. So let me give you an example of how this leverage works. And keep in mind, this example is for demonstration purposes only to show you how the compensation plan functions. There's no income guarantee. Your results will vary based on the time and effort that you put into it, just like anything, any worthwhile endeavor. All right, so here we go. The first product, as you know, is BankPass, our proprietary technology that provides you with unlimited access to invite all of your prospects and customers to play the game, crack their personality code, and then deliver their personality assessment. Now, BankPass has a cash price of $59 for the first month, and then a recurring charge of $29.95 per month. Now, once you're activated, you're going to receive $50 out of that $59, the first month commission. That's an 85% commission. Now, additionally, you'll also receive 50% of the monthly recurring fees, which equals $15 a month in residual income. And again, keep in mind that you are getting paid on your very first sale. The next product is BankPro. That's the 7-hour home study program with supporting printed materials, and that's going to teach you how to communicate and interact with your clients once you crack their code to close more sales. BankPro has a cash price of $495, and your commission is $250. That's a 50% commission. Next is the Codebreaker Summit, a 2-day intensive training and workshop for 2 attendees where you're going to learn to speed code anyone that you encounter and quickly adjust your conversation to match their code. Now, the cash price for this event is $1,995, and again, your commission is 50% or $1,000. Now, we also have 2 conferences, and to learn more about these events, get back to the person who invited you for more details. But in the interest of simplicity, I want to focus on our first 3 products here and give you a quick demonstration of how the 3 income streams work together and how you can create an executive-level income in your first year. And for the purpose of this example, let's go ahead and assume you're activated on those first 3 product levels, that you're making 2 sales a week of our entry-level product, that's BankPass. And remember, we're only talking about $59 here, which is absolutely in everyone's budget, especially if they're in business or looking to start a business. So let's do a little math here. 2 sales a week times 52 weeks in a year, that's 104 customers at $50 commission each. That's $5,200 in immediate income for you. Now, additionally, you're going to receive that $15 a month from each of those 104 customers, which gives you $1,560 in residual money, income that you'll receive every month. Now, that's not too bad for a business that costs less than $100 to start, but it does get better. We know from experience that approximately half of those BankPass customers will want to acquire the BankPro course to further their knowledge and expertise, and of course to make more sales and more money in their business. Now, these are repeat purchases from your existing customers. All they really have to do is just log into their virtual office and upgrade their order. This is passive income for you. So again, let's do the math here. 52 BankPro upgrades at $250 each gives you an additional $13,000 in passive income, and this happens systematically with really no additional work or expense on your part. Next is the Codebreaker Summit. Again, past experience tells us that about 1/3 of your customers will see the benefit of attending this training and choose to purchase this product. That gives you 34 Codebreaker Summit upgrades at $1,000 commission each for a total of $34,000 in additional passive income. So let's do a quick tally here so far. You've now earned $52,200. And if we account for the pass-up sales that you'll make on your part, in this case that's $9,200, that still leaves you with $43,000 of cash in your pocket and a monthly residual income of over $1,500. So ask yourself, what would an extra $43,000 plus $1,500 a month coming in do for you and your family this year? Think about that. Now, there is one more component that we haven't included yet, and that is the leveraged income you'll receive from pass-up sales. Now, in this example, you've built a small organization through your own efforts, and I'm sure you've all heard of the 80-20 rule, the Pareto principle. Well, let's say only 20 individuals follow in your footsteps and make just 6 sales to become fully qualified. That's pretty much the bare minimum. Remember, they must pass up numbers 2, 4, and 6 to you. So following that same upgrade pattern with those people, that would give you an additional 60 Bank Pass customers, 30 Bank Pro customers, and 20 Codebreaker Summit customers, which would put another $30,500 in your pocket, plus another $900 a month in residual money coming into you month after month. So guess what? Congratulations. You're now earning an executive level income. And the amazing thing to consider is this process can continue on from generation to generation of new customer pass-ups to infinity. Now, I know when you fully understand the power of this leveraged income, you're not going to sleep tonight. Now, you've heard a lot from me at this point, but what I want to do here is switch gears here for a moment and have you hear from some of our bank community members that are having results with our system. And if you're one of our members and you'd like to share your experience with our products, the systems, or income opportunity, please press *6 on your keypad. That will take yourself off mute. And then let us know your first name, a little about your background, and where you're calling in from today, and who would like to be first.
Mark in Scottsdale.
Hey, Mark in Scottsdale. How are you doing? Come on out.
I'm amazing. Thanks for asking me. I love it whenever I have an opportunity to boast about this incredible company. Personally, I've been a entrepreneur and a business owner my entire adult life. I've pretty much been in markets that would be considered a niche market, whether it's been in real estate investing, marketing, education, and so many other businesses as well that I have owned in the past. When I first heard about this company starting, it was an absolute no-brainer for me. I had worked with Sherry Tree in the past and known her now for well over a decade. I have worked with and known Jim Piccolo for over 18 years now. So when I heard the meeting of the minds were getting together and creating this, I was in. I didn't care about the details. I knew we were headed in the right direction. When I found out what it was, I put 2 and 2 together because I watched Sherry in a previous company go from just a little bit amount of money to earning over $250,000 a month. So I figured if she could do that because of employing this program that she's created, I am all in. So that's exactly what I did. I got involved with the highest products and all the products I could possibly get involved with, including getting in on the blacklist as well, and it's been a godsend ever since. Number one, I've made incredible money, more money in less time than I have in any other company I've been involved with or owned. More importantly, I already have people in my organization that have made money, more money than they've ever earned in their life in this short amount of time. And, you know, to me, you become what you hang around. I love who I'm playing the game with. Appreciate all you do for all of us, Dave.
Dave, this is Michael.
Hey, Barb from Oakland. Hey, this is Renee from
Michael down here.
Hey, Barb from Oakland.
There we
Renee
go.
from Scottsdale.
On mute there for a minute.
Michael,
wow, that's a lot of people. I want to say thank you to Mark, first of all. That was a great story, Mark, and you're getting impressive results. More importantly, you're seeing those results with the people that are brand new coming on board, so congratulations to you and your whole team. Now, I heard a whole bunch of people out there.
Renee from Scottsdale.
Michael from Hawaii.
Barb from Oakland.
Michael from Hawaii.
Is there a Renee in there?
Yes, there is.
Okay, come on out, Renee. I heard you.
Thanks, Dave. I appreciate it. I was just getting so excited when I heard about you talking today about the leverage and the money, how people make the money. And it just reminded me the other day I was looking in our virtual office and I saw all these sales and all this commission. And I said to my husband, where's all this money coming from? And he said, well, that's because, you know, we've been making sales. And I said, oh, my gosh, I don't feel like I ever made a sale. I just feel like I'm making friends. And every day it just feels that way. And it's such an amazing thing to bring to the world and to be able to help people with this concept. I've been in sales for a really long time, in like 30 years. And nothing I've ever done has been this meaningful. And I've never done anything that made me this many friends. And it's just an amazing team to be part of, and just even being able to be around you guys and everything you do for us, we really appreciate it. And I just wanted to reach out tonight, so thanks for having me on.
Hey, Renee, that's awesome, and I love your sentiment there. Yes, we all get into business to make money, but this is truly an enterprise here where you can actually be involved in a community and a culture and just be around other people that are like-minded, and it's all teamwork, and you're a great example of that. So thank you for bringing that up, and congratulations on all those results that you're seeing. We have more people. Let's try to keep them quick.
Hey, this is Michael from
Yoram from San Diego.
All right, Michael from San Diego. Let's go with San Diego.
Well, that would be me, right? All right. Well, this is Yoram Baltinester. I'm in San Diego, and let me tell you, I've known 4 personality types. I haven't known them for 2,500 years because I'm not alive for that long, but I did know them for years and years and years. In fact, I've been teaching that for 21 years, and it was fine, it was okay, and it gave the results that it gave until I saw bank. And when I saw bank, what I realized is I realized that bank has taken everything that all of the companies that are dealing with 4 personality styles are doing, and he's taken it to the next step in the evolution of that theory and put it to practice in a way that's so much faster and more efficient than everything else in the market that I just jumped on that wagon and I said, okay, well, that's the brand of 4 personality styles that I'm using. And I got to tell you that ever since, my whole thing with 4 personality types was all based on relationship, whether it be your family or your clients, never your prospects, because you never had enough time to put in a prospect through the process of analysis and find out who they are. Well, now you can do it in 60 seconds or less, which put all of them in that basket, and now you can identify, you can talk with people on their terms and to what they like to hear. And that makes sales or influence so much more effective that I just see it everywhere in life. I see it in my life, I see it in my family, and I see it in my business. My business has skyrocketed. The businesses of the people who are working in my business has skyrocketed, and I just love every moment of it. So thank you, Sherry Tree, and thank you, Bank, and thank you for the opportunity to share that with everybody.
All right. Well, hey, thank you, Yoram, for jumping out there. I, like you, have been aware of this for many years, but you're right. The opportunity to actually, find out where the other person is coming from in a minute or so, it really does. It changes the whole equation, and I think you've stated it perfectly. So congratulations to you. I got time for 1 or 2 more quick ones. Who wants to jump out here?
Dave, Michael Bennett from Arizona. Michael Bennett from Arizona.
From Oakland.
Sure. I think I hear. Okay. Did I hear Chip? Was there a Chip in there?
Yep.
I thought I heard
Chip
you. Come
from
on out.
Iowa, yep. Hey, thanks, Dave. Hey, I just wanted to put my 2 cents in. I've been in the insurance and investment business for 26 years. I, too, have studied the 4 personality types to try and use that, but this here has been a game changer. I cannot begin to tell you how the communication and the relationships get built so quickly in such a short period of time by me just being able to relate to them on their level. I mean, literally, what it's done for my closing ratio on my sales is it's almost breathtaking. I literally have more business closed now in the last 90 days of implementing this than I did the previous 6 months combined. I just can't tell you what it's done for my referrals and how it's impacted my business. So I just want to thank you, and thanks for letting me have a time on the call.
Well, thank you, Chip, for sharing. And that's. I mean, we I've said a few times in the call here how it can, up to 300% improve, and I think you just demonstrated right there that it's doing exactly that. So congratulations to you. I thought I heard somebody in Oakland as well. Who is that?
Yeah,
Kona, Dave. Michael from Kona.
This is Barb White.
Michael
I'm
from
from
Kona.
Oakland.
Okay, Barb. Barb, come on out. I know there's a bunch of people here trying to jump out, but we'll go to Oakland. Barb, come on out.
Thanks, Dave. This is Barb Weiss, and I'm from Oakland. And I came from the corporate world in the advertising industry for high-tech and financial services. And I wanted to get out of the rat race, wanted to be financially free, and realized working for somebody else, that was never going to happen. And so I left and started a home-based business, and although I had success, I couldn't replicate my 6-figure income from corporate America. And I came across Bank and was just blown away by, one, the technology, the tool, and how simple it is to implement, and then also trained to your team for duplication. And I have increased my sales almost 200% since leaving corporate America, and I'm on track for back to my six-figure plus income. And if it wasn't for bank, I would be stuck in a cubicle. And now I get to be out doing what I want to do, meeting great people, influencing them, helping them reach their dreams. And I'm just very thankful and excited about the energy that's within this community and the support from all of the people learning this together. And I really think the big thing too is I finally, one of the other reasons why I left corporate America was because I wanted to have a legacy, and I wanted to do more than just sell hardware and software to people who it gets outdated in six months, 12 months. And so now I get to really have a legacy that I can be proud of for my family and for myself. So this is the best career change I've made in my 20 plus years. So it's definitely a good thing to get involved with.
Well, you know, the part I like the best out of that story, Barb, is you get to leave the cubicle behind and go have a lifestyle and still get the same results or even better. So congratulations. I know there's so many people here. I heard one. I just got to make one more shout out there. I heard somebody in Kona. Since I'm from Hawaii, I can't ignore my hometown 808 people here. Who's in Kona that wants to jump out here?
Thank you, Dave. I appreciate it. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Who's this?
Oh, this is Michael calling from one of the other islands, the Big Island.
All right.
Big Island, Hawaii.
A little overtime, so take it
away. You got it. No problem. Take it away. Okay, thanks, Dave. Well, listen, I just want to say two things really quickly. I want to talk about the product for a minute, and that is, you know, there have been so many times in my life in the sales process, in the marketing process, consulting process, where I just came from my own value system, and didn't realize that there were three other values out there. So, you know, when you walk into a store, or when you walk into a business, or you get somebody on the phone, they don't say push 1 for blueprint, push 2 for action, push 3 for, you know, what type of value they are, what type of personality type they are. So communication technology is so powerful for sales, for communication, for consulting, for marketing, or just for, you know, dealing with your family. And so I want to address that first from a product level, that this is an amazing, amazing communication tool. I can think for 10, 15 years how many conversations I said, well, I just don't understand what you're saying, and now I understand why. The second thing I want to address is you know, we're an international company. We're a global company, which means that right now we do presentations in the UK, in Central Europe, and all kinds of different places. And I want to speak to the people that are really ready to live an international lifestyle. Because it seems to me that what Sherry's put together and Jim's put together and the rest of the team is truly an opportunity here to live an international lifestyle. I live part of the time in Guatemala, in addition to living on the Big Island and sometime on the mainland, and I just see this as a huge opportunity. I can sit in Venezuela and market in Nebraska. So thanks for letting me share. Appreciate it, Dave.
All right. Hey, thank you for bringing that up, Michael, and congratulations to you as well. And, you know, that's one of the things I love as well about this. You really, you know, have a laptop will travel, and, you know, all you got is need is a internet connection, and you can be in business doing what you do with this technology anywhere in the world, anytime you choose. So it's real flexible, and it does give you that freedom and lifestyle. So I want to thank Mark, Chip, Barb, and Michael for jumping out here. I know there were others of you that were trying to get out, and I apologize. We kind of ran out of time here, but come on back another call and give it a go then. So we are just about out of time here. I want to do a real quick recap here on what we've covered here today. You've learned about Global Bank Academy, an established company with a solid track record and satisfied customers all around the world that's now launching a brand new technology and marketing platform that is poised to be the next big thing in the direct sales industry. So the timing for you to seize the opportunity now could not be better. Imagine going back in time to Harvard and having one of your classmates tell you, you know, I have this great idea that will connect everyone in the world in a virtual community. I think I'm going to call it Facebook. Would you like to help me launch this for a handful of dollars and a little time? Or maybe you're hanging out in a coffee shop in Seattle and some guy says, you know, I have this vision of having this coffee shop, one just like this on every corner in the world. I'm going to call it Starbucks. Do you want to get involved? Well, you know, obviously in hindsight, you'd be foolish not to jump in with both feet. And the timing is the same for this. You have an established company looking to expand into an enormous marketplace. You are one of the first fortunate few to hear about this golden opportunity. You know, it's been said that opportunities of a lifetime only really come around once or twice, and that opportunities are never lost. They're just seized by someone else. So now is your chance to seize the opportunity. We also talked about our amazing products that are a game changer for every entrepreneur and business professional, proven to accelerate sales by up to 300%, as well as give great benefit to anyone looking to simply improve their communication skills, have more influence maybe in their community, and build better relationships with those that they love. The market for this is virtually unlimited. And the best part is it's 99.99% untapped. You see, we have a system that literally funnels interested people to you, cracks their code for you, does the presentations for you, answers all the questions for you, and you simply have to just invite them to play a game and attend a product or business overview so that they can make a relaxed and informed decision to see if this is the right fit for them. Now, we're going to provide you with all the tools that you'll need. You'll also receive expert training and support every step along the way with a team of people that are committed to your success. And finally, there's the income opportunity that is second to none. You have 3 income streams that can generate immediate income, not just nickels and dimes, by the way, but potentially over $1,000 on your very first sale. You have incredible leverage that multiplies your efforts and income passively, and then you have a residual component that pays you over and over each and every month. You know, I've personally been around this industry for 20 years now and have seen and worked with a lot of companies, and I can tell you that it really just does not get better than this. Now, whether your dream is to find a solid plan to fund your retirement, get out of debt, maybe fund your kids' college education, or say buy a home, buy the car that you've always wanted to have, travel the world, or just simply leave the rat race behind and have the freedom to spend more time with your family and loved ones doing the things that you really enjoy, then this is the solution. Here's what to do right now. Get back to the person that invited you to this call. Get your remaining questions answered, and then get started. We're only talking about a $15 decision here that can put you on the path to the lifestyle that you've always wanted and that you deserve. Now, once you've taken this small step, your mentor will then schedule a business plan and a strategy session with you to design a plan that suits your needs. So do it now. I know you'll be glad you did. This is Dave McKenzie signing off from Maui, Hawaii. I want to thank all of our guests for attending today and also all those members that contributed to the call. I look forward to hearing from all of you on the next call. Aloha for now. This call is a wrap.